Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything. Once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Like a moth drawn to a flame. Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
And Mike officially unmuted now that we're out of the intro part.
Hooray.
Yeah, I don't think the game actually starts doing controls for stuff until you get here. So however we had the volume set last time, I mean that starts applying now, but the intro is always really, really loud. So I don't think there's any conceivable way for us to talk over it and have either one still be intelligible.
Of course, while I've seen Wayne play this more than a few times. More than a few times.
Not that many times was all said and done, I don't think. Oh, we need to get back here. There we go. If you ever see me randomly punch, it's probably because I had to switch back to this game from the other desktop.
You can always alt-tab, I would imagine.
Actually, I'm using this borderless gaming thing that Mog had gifted me on Steam, and how it works is it basically lets you run at full screen without being. It's like a full screen windowed hybrid, which is really, really cool. But it does, you see, if I actually had to alt tab, it would actually close the window.
And that said, maybe you should let the guy who's never played this before fiddle around and try to learn the controls a little.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that'd be an
just
idea.
saying.
We didn't do our classic don't Ken Paul decide who went first, so I just grabbed it.
And yeah, I need to make sure that I don't trip you up with wire or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're using a PS2 wired controller with
punch, big punch. I'm guessing that's parry.
Yeah, that's your parry.
Okay, and that's a left-hand attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's right hand.
Yeah, basically the left buttons correspond to your left hand, right corresponds to your right hand, which is a pretty cool way of handling it.
Right.
And the difference being is, as long as you have L2, that's it's usually a parry or some other special heavy attack. Yeah,
Good plus cool sounds good.
I kind of have the same opinion that Zeus does. The game is flawed. It's probably like my least favorite Souls game overall, but still very good. I mean, even a bad Souls game is a amazing RPG.
And I don't think fighting that troll is going to work very well for me, so let's not do that.
Yeah, there are a couple other goodies. We can come back when we're strong enough to take that guy down.
And yes, I should state for the record that I have played like a couple of minutes total of any Souls game. And therefore, I am very well qualified to play this one, from what I hear.
Yeah, back to the cabin is where you need to go.
I know that's where I need to go.
Gotta pay the troll toll.
Okay, so that's back rolls. Alright.
I like that. I always called them Cyclopes because obviously once one of them turns around, you can tell he's got one eye. But yeah, ogre, troll, Cyclopes, Cyclops. Cyclops if we're back in the singular.
Okay, so that's A.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And you can tell, now you can tell that the in-game volume is much quieter.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Yeah, hippos. Yeah, I've heard them called that too.
Your face. The face of the curse.
As you just mentioned, armadillos, and I feel so bad for those guys. It's like there's like, where we live in the Midwest, it's like a good third of the roadkill you see are those armadillos. That poor guys. Hippos, yeah. It also helps a hippo is just a fun word to say. Yeah, I can see that. Focusing on the tail there.
You'll go hollow.
This one.
Yes. You'll become one of them.
I've always wanted to spite her and do a no death run, but I'm not good enough at it.
Souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
We should have rock paper scissored it to decide who would get character creation.
Well, I'm sure we can come up with something.
Oh yeah. Now I've done enough already that it's pretty much all you.
Try to recall your name.
And since we're on PC, we get to do the keyboard. So what do you want to go with?
Well, it's funny because, me being a writer, usually I come up with the traits and then I come up with a name that matches.
Right. Well, what kind of general build do you want to go for?
I was thinking that since both of us seem to enjoy the melee thing, I was thinking probably strength and dex and maybe a little faith.
Okay, so quality, as they call it.
Quality?
Yeah, for the Demon Souls era, that quality were the ones that switched it from scaling to one side or the other to focusing on both. And in Dark Souls, like qualities are weapons and stuff like that.
Both illusory wings to make the right and left hand weapons invisible and swaps around between weapons a lot.
That is crazy.
I seem to have remembered a YouTube video with something like that.
Yeah, and if you do there's one for finishing the game without dying and one for finishing it without using a bonfire, and you can do both if you are really good and really patient at the game.
Right.
And each one of them gives you a ring that makes a corresponding hand as weapons invisible. So if you want to focus on both physical stats, we're going to be a swordsman of some kind, or swordswoman. We can be, no sex discrimination here, like Leon noticed. And so I guess we're going to be a tricksy sword wielding type, so something swashbuckling.
I was also thinking that would let me use a bow, because I seem to notice that nobody really uses that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it can be used.
Bows are really good in Dark Souls 2. Yeah, the bows are at their best in 2, I think.
Then I figure that, if we don't have to worry too much about spells or whatnot, then it should work out okay.
Sounds good.
Kind of a shame to a certain extent that we don't have as much magic, but we can always use, what was it, a soul vessel?
Yeah, soul vessels let you respec, yeah.
And we can just do that.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, let's go with a guy.
Okay.
Let me pull up my list of names. The second hardest boss in Dark Souls, the name selection dialogue.
The hardest is gravity.
Let's see. Names. Oh, you.
I couldn't resist.
Yeah, if we were going with one, I can imagine Ada!
No, the problem is there's not a single good female hairstyle in Dark Souls 2, so we couldn't do a good Ada.
That is really sad. Let's go with...
As you said, let's just be Leon. And Dark Souls 1 actually had Leon hair, but I think they got rid of it in 2. The problem is Ben wants to do strength and dex, whereas Leon is clearly dex, because knives are better for close encounters.
Hey, he had some strength with them.
Well, he did, but in Dark Souls, daggers are almost all dex-based.
Nah, fair enough. Let's go...
And sadly, you can't ever kick enemies with your unarmed in this game, because we definitely do a Leon thing.
I can see that. Well, we can't, suplex people either,
yeah.
So I'm not seeing that really working too well.
All right, I'm done messing around.
Let's see, a tricksty swords person, right?
Mm-hmm. And if you're trying to think of something like Errol or Flynn, the Dark Souls beat you to it. Then one of the DLC actually has the Ring of Flynn, or Flynn's Ring, that gives you better stats based on how low your ability to equip armor is.
That is not, in fact, what I was thinking of.
Zeus gave us a link. I will check that out. Oh, that's cool. It's got a dude with, looks like the cleric armor and a Drake Keeper great axe. I like that.
I like it. Does make me think a little bit of a...
D-Moore, you actually caught us at the start for once.
You did, however, catch us at the worst possible time, because we're trying to think of a name for the character.
We are, speaking of Leon, we are wrestling with indecision here. Oh, I see what you're going for there.
Yep. Because I had remembered that...
Oh, it's a lady. Well, my apologize, Madam, whatever her name would have been.
Yeah, excuse you. Let's see.
Okay, I am starting the 2-minute countdown. We are letting the people sit for too long.
I'm thinking Turpin. Turpin.
Wasn't it the bishop?
The Archbishop.
So we're going to toss in some faith.
That's what I said, yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. You may now hit OK. You may have to tap down to go to the OK thing first. Yeah.
There we are. Yes.
We are sure. Well, luckily, Cleric is one of the best starts, so this should help you out even more.
Let's hope, anyway.
Here's your
Yeah, for those of you that weren't there for the RE4 streams, D-Moore, I think for the last 3 of them, showed up with like less than, I think, 15-30 minutes to go.
Right.
So today it was an hour. One of the 3 hours we streamed.
What do you think that's supposed to be?
deep
Looks like something you'd find on Etsy.
It's kind of like the Wicker Man, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's an
Which is the point of an effigy, but you know.
Right. Make sure you don't, smash it when you put it in your backpack. All right.
So, I guess we can just start out with Cleric.
Cleric, yeah. It's one of the best ones.
That is a silly outfit.
Oh, yes.
I'm just saying.
You have a robe and you couldn't afford any shoes. Okay, gift. I will let you folks vote on this, assuming Ben doesn't want to just pick one. But I always pick Petrified Something on the grounds that everything else you can just buy or otherwise find at some point. There's a lot of people go with healing wares to get a nice early start. The sadists that speed run might grab the Bonfire Ascetic. If you're petrified of PvP, you might do the Seed of the Tree of Giants.
What does that do?
That one turns all the enemies against invaders, as well as you.
What was that?
It turns all of the enemies hostile to invaders, as well as you.
Huh. You may tell me something. And hello, Baram. Baram? However you pronounce it.
Yeah, exactly, Zeus. It seems like the best all-around choice, but it's a lottery. You know, right. you may get nothing good at all.
Seems like the Life Ring is a good solid choice.
Yeah, the one you can find, the one you find early on is behind a Pharaoh's Lockstone. Mm-hmm. So if you don't want to, shell out the cash for it.
Well, unless anybody else has complaints, I can just do the Petrified Something.
Yeah, we make it something cool like a Demon Great Hammer. Yeah. Sway votes for effigy.
Ooh. Tiebreaker now.
Those are a little tougher to get in Scholar, I believe, but I haven't gotten far enough in the game to try it. Well, we can see if anybody else wants to chip in something while you go through Slider Hell.
Oh, fair enough. For now, I'll just leave it as it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you cancel out of this one. You hit B. Yeah. Then go to you pick this. And then you go to face. And everybody, make yourself comfortable.
Couldn't I do build and such first?
You could, yeah. I mean, you should. It's like then after this, you have to go through pick a face. It's harder to tell on this one.
We've got some pretty big guys here, I have to say.
You get to pick non-standard body types, yeah.
The very skinny one.
Mm-hmm.
This seems like a fairly muscular one.
That is the average build with a slightly bigger head, so it's easier to see the details on it.
Bigger head.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Then you could be like
totally ripped.
Normal or ripped. Yep. Turpin has smote many Moors in his day, so his sword arm is like well hewn. I think is
well hewn.
The fuse, yeah, that was it. Well thewed, not hewn.
Sob. Oh, I see. We're going to start this off that way, are we, Demore? Let's see.
So, see, if you could do elf ears like in Dragon's Dogma, I think that hairstyle would work pretty well for one. But as it is, like, yeah. I'm the one you were just on, but that one's
this one.
Yeah.
Aha!
Well, that is a noticeable case of miter hair. That one guy.
Miter hair.
As if any of you are familiar with the reference, we went with Turpin. He is the
Archbishop in the Song of Roland.
Mm-hmm.
Most famous for the fact that he basically guaranteed heaven to anyone who killed enough Saracens, and basically took the lead for a little bit. He was pretty amazing. Also one of the last ones to survive, or one of the last ones standing. So he was pretty hardcore.
Mm-hmm. And I think once Ben picks the fine details, we may just go through mash random a little bit and then make some details, not take too long.
I'll go with
on
this
Care Gen.
Okay. That seems close enough to a cleric-y sort of thing.
Yeah, they actually had the what's the term for it? The
purple. The anime. He now has blue hair.
Yeah, you had mohair. Yep.
Unfortunately, Lorax, you're probably going to be disappointed. That said, as Wayne mentioned, we will be respecking probably at some point, so this is not the final thing.
Well, respecking just changes just resets you to your original level.
Oh, really?
You don't get to change your character. Yeah.
But do I really want to?
Yeah.
See, Spruce Zeus, I am glad that you are with me, because part of me is going, I need to fiddle with this just a little bit.
Yep.
I have a perfect vision in my mind. I need to get it just right.
Yeah, the fact you cannot change your face after you make it is just.
I'm guessing light brown.
Okay.
That'll work.
It's like in as I mentioned that earlier in Dragon's Dogma, you actually
big bushy eyebrows.
But yeah, in that one, when you basically reset your Basically, you can buy an item that lets you respec, and then you can buy one once you've beaten the game once that lets you do it an infinite number of times. And that lets you completely reset. Now, Baram said he prefers to spend 5 minutes to make his character as ugly as possible. I like that works too.
Yeah, if I wasn't, if I was going for a more joking kind of run, I totally do that.
Yeah, some speedrunners I've seen basically just mash like random about 50 times to get something completely off the wall. Then bushy eyebrows.
Wow, that's a really kind of horrifying color.
Yeah. As you ever see, you can play with this one to realize just how freaky some contact lens colors can be, without ever having to creep people out yourselves. It's all right, Sway. Oh, yeah, I can't check that yet because if I mouse out of the window, Ben can no longer spelunk in the slider cave.
Let's see, being a cleric, he needs a cleric-y beard.
They finally did add proper beards in this game. So there is that. I think I think it'll automatically match the one color you picked for hair.
I don't think it did actually.
Oh, normally it does
because the hair color is this one.
Was that
here.
one? Okay.
Whereas the beard color... Oh,
yeah.
There it goes.
It just looks darker because of the shadow on the face.
Tattoos. Hmm.
Yeah, I recognize the insolent armor, Zeus. And and the Royal Swordsman helm is really the swordsman armor in general is really distinctive. I did a kind of a conquistador style thing for a co-op build, with the infantry helmet and the. Are
we going to be doing advanced setting, or is this pretty good?
What I would do is go to the face option and
match random.
Yeah, go to random a couple times. You find something that looks closer to what you like, and then you can fine tune it from there. And if you don't like any of them, you can just cancel out.
I kind of like that one.
Yeah.
You're kind of a more stern look.
Yeah, I like that. And then you,
And then
you go to advanced, and you might just like make them nuts.
We definitely need to get rid of the blush.
Yeah, that's on overall.
Over one or two.
And then color.
Hormones. Color emphasis?
No, it's one of those.
Skin color?
Yeah, there you go. So that'll take care of the pink cheeks. And or not? Oh yeah. Oh, and Sway asked, we are on PC.
Yes, we are on PC.
Yeah, so you can even that out, and then under I think it's the next one down, make the skin color not quite so light. And then you have to hit A to accept, not cancel.
There we go. Then what's this one?
Yeah, and then slide that back a little more to dark. Yeah, and these scale like in hugely. It's hard to.
Orange. I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks pretty decent to me. So, and like the guys were saying, we'll probably have him covered in armor before too long. So
yeah. I don't even know what a globula is.
That is the basically the part of the. It's a part of the part of the forehead they always change on Aliens and Star Trek. It's that kind of part where the bridge of the nose and everything.
So let's see. If I go all the way here, what changes? So it's. I kind of like that. That's fine.
Yeah,
protrusion. Yes.
Yeah, it was the Souls games at first. I gave the term globella. So when they flattened it out for elves in Dragon Age 2, I actually knew what the medical way to describe those monstrosities.
Yeah. Honestly, I think this is pretty much good.
Yeah, it works for me.
I wish I could get rid of those shadows under his eyes, but
there's a yep.
We do not want eye bags.
I think it's a. You might have some guy liner. You might want to adjust that too.
Here we go. That's better.
D-More, if you keep bagging on Ben, you're gonna give him a complex. He's gonna make a derpy guy and fall out and name him Ben and with low stats.
I swear, I don't know what I did to you. Oh!
Speaking of hacks, welp.
Congratulations, D-More. You have made our our Dark Souls quit in shame. Unfortunately, I think that means we have to go through that all over again.
Possibly. It saves the progress at some point. Let me let's find out. That sucks. I think it was all the times like leaving the window and everything.
Yeah. Which is weird because I don't think you've ever really had that problem. But...
You may not have been exited properly, you think? Okay, go to continue and see if it has... Nope, does not have it on there.
Well, we have two things betwixt.
Yeah, if you load the second one, that should pop you up near the cabin. Or like right at the start, and then we can... At least that way we won't have to see the intro scene again.
Well, there's that.
But yeah, we will have to recreate... we will have to recreate Turpin.
Where am I?
Oh yeah, turn around.
Yeah.
That's a great place to get your Welcome to Dark Souls 2 Chivo. And then yeah, hang a right. And then yeah, just forward on that way.
Let's see, and then
yeah.
Okay, that locks on.
Mm-hmm.
How do you run?
Hold down circle, I think it is. The one on the yeah.
Okay.
And then that depletes your stamina meter.
And then how do I roll?
Tap it.
Okay. And how do I jump?
As you're running, hit left stick.
Amazing aerial. Okay.
You basically get absolutely no height on a jump. Apparently, some people were, cheesing that to get around places they shouldn't have been in Dark Souls 1. So they put the kibosh on that.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, D-Moore. You subscribe to our YouTube.
Oh, okay. Appreciate that.
We are Turpin once again.
I partially forgive you for all of the grief you've given me. You need to hit enter.
Oh.
There we go.
Are we sure? All right. Yeah, I'm wondering. I think it was like tabbing out while you were in something kind of demanding on the system, like a character creation.
We hadn't decided on a gift yet.
Yeah, but nobody else had any opinions, so we could just do petrified something.
Then we were doing this one.
Big head.
Yeah.
Absolutely ripped.
Face. Let's see, we've done that one with the cleric hair.
I like that Zeus. He's talking about it, coming up with a little bit of a backstory kind of thing. Yeah, in a way, I think with the premise of the plot, the backstory could be whatever you wanted it to be.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you then have to answer some questions about who that woman and girl were in your backstory and whatnot, but it isn't too big of a deal. Yeah,
I remember people talking about how it's like they clearly designed the character to be a man, and then added the gender option because that's what people expect,
right?
For the Souls games.
Alternatively, we could assume, hey, all love is love. Or
well, not just that. I mean, of course, you could have that, right. But I meant that. They almost gave you the same face again. That guy's pretty similar.
Yeah. Actually, I think this is the same spread.
Is it? I think it might be. I wonder if they generate like the first.
Or at least it's similar.
It's pretty similar.
I remember the pale fat face.
And the guy who tanned like Mark Miro as Johnny Be Good.
All right. Overall, age. You can put a couple more years on him. Not that it seems to make a whole lot of difference, but
D-Moore attempts to comfort you by noting he knows you don't actually hack, because if you did, you're really bad anyway.
Color emphasis doesn't matter. Let's see. Definitely don't need that blush quite so much.
Yeah.
There we are.
Yeah, it even put the same blush on the cheeks and the rosy cheeks and lips.
There we are. Okay.
Turpin is very, very comfortable in his masculinity. Hey, Cattle, welcome back.
Welcome back, Battle Cattle.
And after your invitation for us to meet on PS3, we're streaming on PC, unfortunately. But that's because we don't have the DLC and Scholar of the First Sin included all that stuff.
And I didn't really bother with all this stuff, did I?
No.
It was
That was the eyes to fix the.
Was that eyes 1?
Eyes 2.
There we are.
Yeah, the eyes have it.
Yep, because we do not want eye bags.
Yep.
And we do not need the.
No, Zeus, we have not yet played the DLC. Neither one of us has. Well, obviously Ben hasn't played it at all, but
right.
no, I haven't gotten that far.
Oh, that was it. Eyeshadow.
No, I played tons of. Well, I probably knocked out about 500, 600 hours.
Let's see.
Of.
I think that looks good enough.
No, D-Moore, he knows you're just messing with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that, man. All right, yeah, nobody had any opinion otherwise. You can go with either the life ring if you want the early bonus, or the petrified something if you want to roll the dice.
Or I could do what Sway suggests and to go with
Or
an
you
effigy.
could do the human effigy, yeah.
But I think I'll go with the majority opinion and go with the petrified something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, come to think of it, I haven't played the DLC for the first game either, so that'll be fun when I get it back around to it.
All right. If nobody has anything else, speak now or forever hold your peace.
By the time the Twitch delay catches up, it'll be too late anyway, so...
Who said I was messing?
Yeah, I have seen the DLC play, well, for somewhat, in between Iggy's and Daz's LPs on Something Awful, but I don't remember them very well, and obviously Ben hasn't seen those, so...
Right.
All right, I'd say we're good to go.
Fair enough. Finalize creation. Yes, my true self is an amazing archbishop.
To break the curse. You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance. Well, you never know.
Really? Yes, yeah, actually, I'm going to make a note, like Cattle said, to put a link to Daz's LP in there at the start of this one, like right after character creation.
And trot along to the kingdom.
And D-Moore, are we going to do a Fallout 4 stream? Honestly, I don't know if stream is what we're going to do. Wayne and I have been thinking about doing a LP of New Vegas, and we may go ahead and do Fallout 4 if it looks good. Obviously, Wayne's much more of a Fallout guy than I am, because he's actually played the first 2 games and all of that other fun stuff.
Over again.
Over and over! Sorry.
Yeah, when I said earlier I was thinking about wanting to do a no-death run to spite her, that's the line I was talking about.
I wouldn't mind so much if they didn't do the Rocky Horror Picture Show close zoom in on her wrinkled old lips. That's just... ugh.
Yeah, Zeus mentioned the biggest disappointment is you cannot obtain the sweet red robes. Yeah, you can actually kill pretty much everyone you run into in the game.
I'm not going to. But
Yeah, which you could. Yeah, the graphics
I
are...
wish I had some shoes.
Oh, you do actually. You start off. You still have the tattered imported set you came with.
And how do I...
Yeah, you'd start equipment.
Equipment.
Yep. Then down. You may want to put your chime in your offhand. It's up to you though. Yeah, you start off with the stuff that you still had. It's just you de-equip it when you reveal your true form.
Then I remove that, and I add it with that.
And one neat thing too is that if you just since anything you have equipped isn't removed from your inventory, isn't removed from your inventory, you can actually just reassign it somewhere else, and it'll automatically de-equip it and move it for you.
I see. Oh, and there's our human effigy.
Cattle was saying we have to be careful anyway because a lot of the Bethesda games are too poorly optimized to stream well.
Do we not have the stats to use a mace?
You have to use it two-handed.
And how do I do that?
Triangle.
Haha!
Mm-hmm.
No one can stop me now! Not your chair!
Screw that chair.
Oh, that chair actually... This is not a good start if I can't take the chair. You said there were other things back this one? Well, let me go ahead and use this first.
Yeah, there are, but I wouldn't bother with that stuff until we're strong enough to kill the Cyclops anyway.
Fair enough.
Which once we get lightning spears, we should be able to do.